Hey everybody, Goomba Mike here for an IPA Draft. I'm going to try something a little different today. I actually started playing Magic about a week or two before Odyssey came out, which was the block after IPA. So I only drafted Invasion block maybe once or twice, so I'm not that familiar with it. But I will try my best here. I haven't seen these cards in a long, long time. Okay, players can't cast spells that trigger. Wow, they even have the old borders. That's hilarious. Players can't cast spells that trigger. I'm gonna have to read all this stuff. Okay. Three cards, that looks bad. Tribal Flames is pretty good in this set if I remember correctly. That's 5. I think I'll just go with the Tribal Flames. I think that's the most efficient card here. For a basic land and put a card on the battlefield tapped. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Tribal Flames. I know this is a set where you usually go 3 colors, so blue. Can't be countered. That's interesting. I actually don't know what to take here. So I'm starting with red. I'm totally clueless, actually. I must be honest. What am I gonna go with here? I can go with the Chameleon. It's a 5-mana 4/4, which I guess is decent. But I have the Scorching Lava, so that's just removal. Apprentice looks pretty good. It's a 1-mana tapper. Has a other effect. Wildly Cancel looks good. But since I have a red card already, I know Scorching Lava is a solid card. I'm just gonna go with that. So I'm pretty much going with the just take removal plan so far. Okay, here we have another Scorching Lava. Still yet don't know if I should be taking that or if I should take the Tinder Farm to help with mana. How many targets are gonna be in the set for Scorching Lava? It seems enough from first view. So I think I will take the Scorching Lava. Hunting Kavu seems fine, but it seems like you have to leave 3 mana open and they have to attack you. that actually seems awful, to be honest. So I will go with the red card. Alright, here we get past the Simoon, which I know is good. Creatures you control gain. Let's increase the creatures you control gain first strike if several offense was kicked. It gets +1/+1. That doesn't seem too great. I know Pincer Spider is solid. 3 mana for a 2/3 with reach, and then if you want to pay 6 mana, we can get a 3/4. But I think I'm gonna go with the Simoon. That can be devastating against the right deck. So we will go with Simoon. So here we have enters the battlefield, add 1 mana of any color. That seems pretty good. Beginning of upkeep, search your library for a base land, real card, put into your hand. If you do, skip your draw step this turn and shuffle your library. So basically we can lose a card. Practically lose 2 cards at first. Block green creature. I don't know what really to take here. The Sentinel seems solid. But it would cost us 2 mana the turn it comes to play, which might hinder our ability to play anything but again, to play with it. Could take the Attendant, but I don't know what to take here. I'm gonna go with the Sanctuary just for the mana fixing. Or will I go with the Sentinel? Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Sanctuary. I don't know how good or bad of a pick that was. I don't know how good or bad of a pick any of these things are, honestly. Let's see, let's make sure I'm... Okay. Alright, here we have a choice between... I think the Thunderscape Apprentice is probably the best for our deck right now. Giving something +1/+1 seems pretty good. Also the Tinder Farm, which could definitely help with mana. But I think the Apprentice is the most useful. So I will go with that. I don't know how useful giving something +1/+1 during battle will be, but I guess we'll definitely find out. Alright, here we have a pick between... We have Chaotic Strike, only after combat if you win the flip target. That seems awful. Backlash. That seems not bad. So 5 mana we get a 3/3 first striker. That doesn't seem too horrible either. Backlash seems nice, but I just if I could rely if I feel like I could confidently go beat down, this would be a fine card. But I'm just gonna take the Kavu, because I'm not confident in what I could go or what I could draft in this format. So I'm gonna play it safe. 3 mana, 3/1 that can't block. I think I'm just take the aggressive urge here. It's a trick and it's a cantrip. Yes, I will do that. And here we have a choice. If a base lane controls tap for mana produces a mana of a color of your choice instead of any other type. Okay, that seems okay. This seems alright. Destroy touch for base. This seems really good actually, Frenzied Tilling. In this format, so I'm gonna grab this. This deck looks alright, I guess. I have no frame of reference really, but it looks okay so far. Alright, you have a choice between a stun, a turf wound, and a Kavu aggressor. Can't it's 3 mana, 3/2, which is fine. But for 4 mana, you just make it a 4/3. That doesn't seem very good. I'm just gonna take the creature because I might need it. Hopefully I don't, but okay. This has +2, +0 exalted, basically. Maniacal Rage. I don't know what to take from here either, but I will just take the Rogue Kavu. I'll take Maniacal Rage. Maybe we could put it on a wall or something. Okay, it should be 5 mana and make them discard 3. That actually seems pretty decent. I'll just take it. I don't see myself using Wandering Stream, even if it gained me 10 life. I'm not too crazy about. My source it shares a color with the act. Okay, I'm just gonna grab the Whip Silk there, and we'll take the Tranquility. That's a fine last pick. All right, now we're opening Plane Shift. So I actually don't know if any of these cards are of value at all. So I won't know what to take if I do open to them. I know this is not worth anything. I doubt it anyway. So we're going green-red. We have here a Charm. This is actually not a great charm. This turns somebody into a Bird of Paradise. This card is okay. Saga Research Your Library. Primal Growth. Let's see this. Kicked instead of 2 basic lands. Well, comes blocked by 1 or more. It's +3 to end of turn. I don't actually know what to take from it. I don't know if Slingshot Goblin is as abusive as it seems. I'm tempted to just take Rift's Grove. I don't know how good sacrificing a creature ever is, just to get 2 lands. So I'm gonna go with Rift's Grove. I don't know how strong. Slingshot Goblin looks like it could be pretty abusive. I just don't know how good it really is. You know what? I will take it actually. It just... Ooh, Rushing River. Ooh, Shivan Worm. I think that's a pretty easy pick, right? Meyer Kavu. Yep. That's... Oh, no, we have a Thornscape Battle Mage. Wow. That's really good, too. But I think we have some pretty good removal. So I'm going to go with the Big Fatty. I'm going to go with the Big Fatty. Am I going to go with the Big Fatty? Yes, I'm going to go with the Big Fatty. Alright. Ooh, Magma Burst. I remember this was good. And it is. That's pretty easy. I'm going to take it definitely over Primal Growth. Water Spout Elemental. If it was kicked, return all other creatures to their owner's hand and you skip your next turn. That's interesting. I suppose it was kicked. Okay, so we're just going to take the Magma Burst. So right now, I do want some more quality creatures. That's probably what's lacking for us right now. We have some quality spells: Magma Burst, Double Scorching Lava, Tribal Flames, Frenzied Tilling. We're gonna need some quality creatures now. Okay, you're good if I remember. Target player discards 2 cards. and destroy target enchantment if it was kicked. That's not bad. I'm also tempted to take the land because that looks like the colors we're going to be going. Red, green, and black. That player discards 3 cards. Okay. Interesting. Query and Explorer. Ooh, that seems really good too, actually. So do you take the Caldera or the Explorer? I think I'm going to take the Explorer just because it's a creature as well. And it fixes mana. But if they're not going black... I think I'm going to take the Caldera, actually. Search over basic, put that card in the battlefield tapped. Okay, that's pretty good. Guy's Might's pretty good. I mean, it's probably just be a giant growth for us. So do I take the Moraine or the Explorer? I think I'm going to take the Explorer. Black and green. Oh, Thunderscape Familiar isn't bad, but it's a pretty trashy creature in and of itself. I think we're going to take the Explorer here. Just for the fixing. Ooh, we could take the Horn Kavu here. This is actually pretty good with our colors. But it's still a creature enchantment, and for that reason, I'm not going to do so. We have Stone Kavu. We have a 2 mana that make our red spells cost 1 less. Then we have this guy. Would cost 1 less. I don't think that's an amazing advantage. It's good, but I think I'll take the Horn Kavu. If you think I'm wrong there, let me know, please. Target gets -1/+1 till end of turn. So you become a bigger wall. You can also make other creatures do less damage, like theirs. There's also primal growth, which is decent. I don't know. The Singe is decent as well, but I'm gonna take the primal growth. Alpha Kavu doesn't seem all that great, although I could be wrong. So if I remember correctly, Apocalypse should be opposite colors, so I'm going to want to grab whatever green and black cards I can get. So Pernicious Deed, I'll take 2 of those. Spearmonger or 5 would be nice. Alright, here we have a Destructive Flow, which we could play. We know each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-basic land, but that doesn't seem too good for us either. We do have a Caldera, which would be fine to have 2 of. And a Root Grivel, which is okay, but I think I'll take the Caldera. It fixes up our mana base pretty nicely. And we're going to be taking whatever green-black we can out of the next pack. Okay, here we have a choice. Goblins get puzzles, and all goblins are black. I don't think we have much in the way of goblins to take that. I think we have 1 goblin. So that's not really a great choice. Primal Growth, we don't need 2 of those. We don't need more mana fixing. So I guess we'll just take the Amphibious Kavu. He's difficult for certain creatures to block. Escape routes, that looks interesting as well, but we'll just take the Kavu because we need creatures. Miracles, an untapped creature with power 2 or less. Can't attack. Okay, so that doesn't seem too great. I guess we'll take the Root Grevel here. Not a terrible body, and it has a decent effect. Alright, here we have a choice between not a lot, actually. I guess we'll just take the Primal Growth? We're not really gonna play that though. I sincerely doubt it. So I'll just take the Daring Leap away. That seems strong. Whenever permanent is written to a player and that player discards a card, it draws you for black. Okay, that's a sideboard card we could run. The card we just took, I'm sorry, I glanced over, was Pygmy Kavu. When it comes to play, we draw a card for each black creature our opponent controls. I guess we'll just take the Mog Jailer, although we have no intent on playing it at all. And we get a Keldon Mantle. Gain protection from white. If you control, yeah, that's a lot of words, and it's not red, green, or black, so I'm gonna not bother with that. And Malicious Advice. All right, I miss drafting actually 3-color sets, like sets that that kind of behoove you to go 3 colors, which is pretty cool. I think that Planar Despair is actually a pretty good card in my deck. It pretty much gives everything -3/-3 if I have all the basic lands out. There's also a consume strength, which I know is very good in this set. So it's pretty much going to be between those two. And the good thing about it is Return to Ravnica is coming out. That's going to be the next set, so I always had fun with the original Ravnica. So that should be good. We have Consume Strength, and we have Planar Despair. For each land type among creatures you control. All creatures. So that's pretty good. Though a lot of our mana isn't coming from basic lands, though. So for that reason, I'm going to take the Consume Strength. And because black is the smallest, can be considered the splash, I will take the Consume Strength since Planar Despair is double black. But I will understand if you rage on me for not taking that card. Penumbra Worm is pretty good, although it's kind of slow. Penumbra Cavu is pretty good. You know, it's so funny. These are the cards I used to look at when I first started playing, and now that like I'm seeing them through different eyes, it's weird evaluating them now. Okay, Penumbra Worm, a little slow but very good. I think I'll take it. Although the Llanowar Dead, the Penumbra Cavu is fine as well. I will just take the bomb. Okay, Cavu Holler. Enters the battlefield through the top 4 cards. You put all Cavu this way into your hand, the best in the bottom of the library. I'm not too crazy about that. That doesn't seem all that great. Quagmire Druid. Okay, but we have enough to. We could put in the Elf, which would be fine. Would be our second Elf, but that's not a big deal. I just want to pay 6 mana for a 4/5 that could get us an extra card, maybe. So I will take the Urbog Elf. Getting our cards. Our deck looks decent so far. Looks decent. Alright, now we have the choice between Lay of the Land, which is basically a bad caravan visual. Deals damage. Ooh. Use the battlefield to reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Pull a zombie. I don't think we have really any zombies. No, we don't. This is not a great pack for us. I wonder if we could splash for white as well. I wonder how easy that is to do. Probably not at all. Becomes blocked by a creature that color. Destroy that creature. Activate this ability. Anytime you could cast a sorcery. Okay, that seems decent. So we'll just take that guy. Ooh. Mystic Snake. Urborg Uprising I know is good. Llanowar Dead would be fine in our deck, but I think Urborg Uprising is much more powerful. Getting 2 creatures back from the yard and then drawing a card is just... it's pretty good. Here we have Tranquil Path, Sylvan Messenger, which is basically for elves. I don't know, we have some elves, but that just doesn't seem worth running. Guess I'll just take the possible board, the Tranquil Path. Yeah, we'll take the Tranquil Path. This is the one... no, this is 6 mana. I think I might have passed the Gnar before. I thought it was the blue one I was passing, but this is the blue one. I think the other one is black. This is like a persecute, but I have to sacrifice a creature. I think I'm just going to take the beginning of you control blue, black creature. Target creature gets +1 if you control blue and black creature. So if I get a black creature, I get something +1 every turn. I'm not going green, blue, black, so it's less useful. I'll just take the smash. Possible sideboard. Alright, whenever a creature attacks with power summon, deals 2 damage to it. I don't know why I'd want to use that. Everybody loses 1 life. Green, white, no. I'm not going to be able to run that. Zombies get +2/+2. I don't really... not going zombies. I guess we could take the Quagmire Druid. That's really all there is to take here. Unless I thought I could splash blue and throw in the Temporal Spring, but I don't know how easily I can go 4 colors. I know easier than in other sets, obviously, but... Bognar? It's 5 mana for a 2/2. Which is only decent if you play 1 black spell. That doesn't seem good at all. I'll just take the Cavu Howler. The top 3 cards of your target opponents, put them back in any order. That player looks at the top 3 cards of your... Okay. Aggro Disciple. And a Disciple. I don't know. I think I'll just take the and a Disciple. Although I doubt I'm going to be playing it. Black or red permanent. Why no one's going white, red, blue? Oh man, I'll just take the Strength of Knight. Another Anna Disciple. Play a blue spell. Oh goodness. Just take the Glade Gnar. Just take a Squeeze Revenge. And our last pick will be Divine Knight. Alright. Okay, so I apologize if I appeared lost during that draft. It's because I was. But I think we have something decent here. So let's see what we can construct out of it. Alright, Thunderscape, Apprentice, definitely going to want to run that. Probably going to need all the mana fixing I can get. The Calderas are definitely going to go in. The Consumed Strength is going to go in. Simoon is going to go in. Horned Kavu is going to go in. Shiva Worm is definitely going to go in. Frenzied Tilling is going in. I want to run Urborg Uprising. I want to run Hypnotic Cloud. He's going to be a 5-drop if he's in. I guess we did have a pretty good amount of Kavu, actually. Tribal Flame, indefinitely, absolutely. Scorching Lava, definitely. Keldon Mantle, I'm not too sure. Shock Goblin, Magma Burst, absolutely. So we have some pretty good removal, actually. I don't know about the Sanctuary. I don't think we're going to need it at this point. Pick me, I'm not going to main deck that card. Oh, we actually have more than enough cards right now. Okay, we're going to have to fix this up. So, we have removal. Here, 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 and here. 3 cards. I don't have a lot of stuff to search for swamps. I think we're a little low on creatures too. So I'm not going to take out the Tribal Flames, but I might take out the Hypnotic Cloud for that reason, and maybe put in a Kavu Howler. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually have 6 Kavu. So it's reasonable that we can run that. I actually want to run 1 Primal Growth because it'll help us search for a basic land where or other mana fixing things like Queer and Explorer and Urborg Elf don't do that. And I want to be able to enable Tribal Flames for 3. But besides that, I actually don't really need the black, especially since I have 1, 2, 3 sources that can produce it. And then we can always throw a swamp in for good measure. Quagmire Druid. We do have something to... Could run Zombie Boa. That would be... I could take out an Aggressive Urge. So I don't know how strong Simoon is. I feel it's strong. I think it's strong. But I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I counted the lands as cards in the deck. So I actually need 1 more card in here. So it could be Aggressive Urge. Could be... Primal Growth. When would I ever want to sack a creature? Would I ever want to do that? No. I would never actually want to. Maybe with Penumbra Worm. If someone put some kind of pacify effect on it. But for the most part, no, I wouldn't. So I think I might have to consider Tribal Flames just a 2 damage spell, which isn't terrible either. And not put in the Primal Growth, maybe just put in the Aggressive Urge. And a Disciple is defensive, and it doesn't tap the creature, just gives it a little less power. So I'm I'm not going with that. Maniacal Rage. The Mantle? The Mantle. Whew. Man, still plenty of removal in this set, and still a creature enchantment. Still pure card disadvantage. Despite the fact that I can use all of its abilities. I think I'm going to pass on it. Alright, let's look at our stats. How many symbols we got? We got mostly green. About as much red and very little black. So I could probably throw in... I have... 1 in Consume Strength, 2 in Urborg Uprising, 3 in Zombie Boa. And potentially, if Quirion Explorer could produce me black, and my opponent's going black, I could have 5 black sources. Which is fine. I definitely need the green, obviously. So, will I run 8 and 8? Will I run 8 and 8? I don't have any double green or double... except for on the 6 drop. So I'm going to run 8 and 8, I think. Oh, they even give me invasion lines. That's cute. Okay, so the only thing I'm considering is if it should be 9-7 in favor of green. But this is double black as well. I'm double red, excuse me, technically. So I'm going to run 8-8. I'm going to run it as this. We'll save it as draft.deck. And we'll throw this in the ring, see how it does.